6-month-old son and looking out my north-facing third-floor window. The witness stated there is an airport nearby, and I see loads of helicopters and drones. But this was different than anything I have ever seen in the 7 years I have lived here. The witness goes on saying that he sees many objects from the master bedroom. I'm sure he does. And
where the magic happens.
Yeah. Put a baby in me. Some Deadpool. God, Jesus. Juggernaut, I'm your hugest fan. Whoa. I have 5 windows that face north, south, and west. I have no curtains since I like to see the city views. God, it's got to suck if we work third shift. What I saw was a large, bright red glowing orb about 11 to 30 feet diameter that hovered erratically and changed colors every 30 to 60 seconds. It changed from completely red to completely green to completely blue. It was red most of the time, and I don't think it was a sequential pattern. I believe it was a random pattern because I saw more red and green than blue. The witness said the orb was flying east and then it would hover and stay completely still and then would change direction. This guy's he's talking about a drone.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like I've seen drones, big ones in the sky. They can have multicolors. They can change.
I see them all the time where I live.
And red and green is the standard colors that are on it that change patterns and colors. That moves and hovers and stands still. You could lock it in position; it just floats.
No, you know how I feel about this subject.
You just don't like aliens.
No, I don't like anything.
So I got a story. So Danny and I were at our local establishment talking to one of our friends that were up there, and he was telling, because we started talking about paranormal because the bartender was like, this bar, was haunted. It's been here. It used to be where the Mars Cheese Castle is now.
Oh yeah.
It was one of the original houses out there, west of the interstate. And they brought the house bar, or turned into a bar out in Boners Lake here. As much as you want to say Bonners, it's Boners. Boner. The lake. So we were talking, and then we kind of talked about seeing stuff in the sky and kind of sharing stories. And he said, I got a cousin who lived up north. And he said when he was a kid, he drew these pictures, and he says that he had friends that would come and visit him. And the mom was like, well, let me see the pictures. So he drew them and gave them to his mom. And the pictures were these long, gangly, long fingers, big heads, the giant black eyes, the basic grays, as we would say.
What most people know as aliens. What most people think of aliens that look.
Well, yeah, like. There's if you follow the ancient alien theory, there's all sorts of different races and all that kind of stuff. And it was cool because this guy actually knew a lot about it too, and was talking about how there's battles and all this kind of stuff that happens, and the Nordics are our protectors, and the Greys are kind of like the assholes. They're kind of like people in New York, but aliens.
That light up pink buildings.
Yeah. I really hate them right now.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, he's a kid, like Caden's age.
Yeah.
And one night, he didn't want to go to bed because he was like, they're going to come for me tonight. I don't want to go to bed. They're going to come for me. And the mom and dad are like, you get your ass up there and go to bed. And he just started crying and screaming, and no, I don't want to go up there. They're going to take me. No. And they're like, what the hell? And they're like, all right, you could sleep on the couch till, we go to bed and we'll go up there. So some time passes, and all of a sudden they started hearing this humming sound. And he thought it was the TV, so he gets up and he's like hitting the TV and trying to adjust the antenna, and it was still making the sound, but it was coming like now above his head. He can hear it once he was by the TV, so he kind of followed it, went upstairs. It was getting louder. And to the point of where
Was
it
this
was
the dad or the kid?
the dad.
The dad, yeah.
The dad goes into his kid's room because he pinpoints the noise, and it's literally above
Right
the
above his
ceiling.
room.
And it says that you can feel like the vibration from the sound that's above their house, and he didn't know what the hell it was. So he goes, I'm getting chills now talking about this. He goes running downstairs, goes outside to take a look. And as he runs out there, he sees this giant craft above their house for a split second, and then bam, it just took off, gone. He comes in, he was like, what the fuck, what's going on, and what the hell was that? Call the sheriff or, whatever. And,
That was me. I was looking at the lights.
yeah.
Oh.
Like freaking out. And he was like, what was that? Who are these people that were coming to take my son? And she was like, oh, he drew a picture of him.
She showed him the pictures.
No.
No?
No.
Okay, I'll just shut up.
Yeah, thank you. She opened up the little dresser that was locked. She opens it up, and the picture's not in there. It's missing.
Oh, yeah.
But he didn't know this story till years and years later when, they were growing up, and he told him about it. He was like, did that really happen? He goes, yeah. They would come and visit me.
Isn't that freaking crazy?
It's crazy.
That's scary stuff, man.
Yeah. Growing up with my brother, who I truly think, he literally studies this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He has ruined my life with that stuff. There's not many things that scare me. I am scared of a lot of things. Okay, I'm lying. But this is one thing that I don't like to talk about because it frightens me. Because, obviously I'm a believer if I'm frightened by it.
You have
Yeah.
to be so narrow-minded.
Well, the
to
thing
not
is, I
believe
believe
that
there's
there's-
something
Yes.
out there.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Yeah,
But-
we can't be the only
Exactly.
life.
Yeah. The thing is, poor Tanya looks like she's about to pass out.
But her eye is swollen as hell.
I see it. I think I called you, Chris,
Mhm.
when I was driving home,
Yes.
173.
Yes.
I was, I think, from Haunt, actually.
Mhm.
I had my brother with me and my husband with me. And for once, I wasn't driving. I was sitting in the passenger seat, and I look up, and I'm like, what? Like,
And
what
mind
the-
you, you can see all the stars out here.
Yeah.
All the stars.
You look like Beetlejuice.
Tanya's face is swollen. Are you allergic to
It's
something?
just her eye.
I don't mean the Michael
I
Keaton
rubbed it or
Beetlejuice.
something, or allergens or whatnot.
It's probably dog hair.
But yeah, I saw, I want to say 8 orange lights,
Yeah.
and they were in a diamond shape in the sky. Again, it takes a lot to convince me of something, and all of a sudden they start like doing this weird, I can't describe it, but like a dance. Like, it kind of reminded me of square dancing. Like, they would touch each other and then move to
Hook
the
down a
different side.
field and burn out.
But then all of a sudden, one by one,
Yeah.
just went straight up and disappeared in the sky. And they were gone.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, oh, they might be drones. We're by
Mm-hmm.
a Navy base. They might be drones. I don't know. I never felt pricklies on the back of my neck like
Yeah.
I did right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even my brother could not explain that. Like, I've had
Your
some...
brother's like, game over, man. Game over.
My brother's like, take me!
Right?
But I've had 2 experiences, and those were that was one of them. I'll tell another one at a different time. But that the other one that I did see was documented. It's still on YouTube somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody else posted that. And
It was like in Gray's Lake, right? Or
No, Round Lake,
yeah.
off of Monteville. And nobody believed me. And then I'm like, I'm going to look it up and see if anybody else reported this. Because I was not the only one that stopped.
Yeah.
And I was with a friend who doesn't believe in paranormal at all. And
I love skeptics.
yeah, cops were stopped. I mean, but it could be explained. I mean, we are very close to a military base.
Yeah.
There was a big field there. It could have been some testing for something. I don't know.
Yeah, but don't they have to document every testing?
I have no idea. But nope.
Pretty sure they have to document any testing.
Let's just say Megan didn't sleep for a year. I still don't go down that road.
Yeah.
And I live right there. I do not go down that road. It's all built up now.
Yeah.
But I still don't go down that road. She lives closer to it than I do. Have fun with that, Tanya.
Stupid UFOs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Please don't take me. But yeah, I don't know. That, like, honestly, have you seen the movie Arrival or whatever?
Arrival.
I thought that was a great, like, rendition of, like Alien
something
versus Earth,
Yeah.
I thought it was a really good rendition of it, personally, for me. Not like necessarily what the aliens look like, but how they contacted each other, like between us and them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a theory the other day, and read a theory. Somebody was talking about on one of the UFO paranormal UFO groups, and they were talking about the aliens, and they said, "What if we were created in their image, but they're like from the future, and they came back because their planet is dying." And their species is dying. So they come back to our planet to study us and learn from us to see how they can rebuild and all that. And I thought that was a pretty cool theory beyond that.
Neat.
But then again, I'm like, well, they got like
Sergey?
flying saucers.
Is that my skull?
Probably. Or it could be... No, that's one of mine from my craft stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's... I don't know. They have like, but if you think about like the past and the pyramids and in Africa and Iran and all these like futuristic technology that they found thousands of years ago, and I'm like, these guys, they're, I don't think
that's
they're
what
from the
makes
future.
me that I think that is why
Because it actually makes sense and it scares you?
Well, yeah, I think that's why. I feel like I understand more like hauntings than I do the UFOs.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why I'm more comfortable with it because I can see it happening. I mean, I've seen it. When it comes to life on other planets, I think the movies have really ruined it for me too. Like,
oh God, yeah.
But I also. I kind of believe in it because the Egyptian. It's all. Art doesn't lie sometimes, and
it's all in the hieroglyphs. But you take the art from the different continents, different cultures across the world.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
they all have the same similar
back in
pictures.
When there was no communication, no anything.
Yeah.
And
they all have the same pictures.
I feel like I shouldn't be talking about this much because I'm not knowledgeable enough to talk about it. I don't think anybody who talks on paranormal shows truly knows all the answers.
Oh God, no. Nobody does.
It's always a learning tool.
We haven't been in the game for 2 years, but I still have a lot of friends from our old podcasts and stuff, and I still see what they post, and it makes sense, and it scares me that it makes sense, and I'm Catholic. We do believe in like evil and like demonic, and believe it or not, but again, I feel like I can explain that and why, because I'm knowledgeable of it. It scares the crap out of me because I don't know I don't even know what to think.
Yeah, don't even know where to begin.
It's